Sui has a treasury strategy incoming, guys. Massive news if you are a Sui holder. If you're here with us right now, subscribe to the channel. Wanted to hop on live real quick to discuss this. Sui is one of the newer breaking top coins that has investors very, very, very interested. People are calling it the Solana of this bull run, the Solana of this cycle. Is that valid? Well, there are individuals like Raoul Pal who have shifted from Solana to Sui in a large part, and I believe even is on their board to an extent. If you don't know who Raoul Pal is, he's a UK investor, smart guy, wine connoisseur. But this is breaking news from Altcoin Daily just around 10 minutes ago or so, guys. Mill City Ventures, a U.S. finance firm, set to secure $450 million to kickstart Sui treasury strategy. That's a lot of money. We have seen treasury strategies start to take off with cryptos outside of Bitcoin here as of late. Obviously, we've seen Ethereum. We just saw a BlackRock executive leave BlackRock after 20 years to go work at SharpLink Gaming as their co-CEO to head up an Ethereum treasury strategy. Now we're seeing it with Sui. We've also seen XRP. We've also seen ADA, countless other cryptos involved in ETFs, things of this nature. We see ARK Invest and Kathy Wood just sold some Coinbase and Binance, maybe it was, and something else, 2 or 3 things to start up a ETH treasury system. Obviously, we have Tom Lee. This is where things are starting to head right now. Bitcoin still is securing a crap ton of attention, but Ethereum is now starting to get bigger attention, bigger traction in the last month. And now we're starting to see things like this. Pretty crazy. Wanted to go more into this. This is the Wall Street Journal, guys. The hottest business strategy this summer is buying crypto, according to the Wall Street Journal. Small companies are raising billions of dollars to buy Bitcoin and other more obscure cryptocurrencies. What could go wrong? Classic Wall Street Journal just being biased and negative about this for no reason. It's the hottest trade of the summer. Companies are raising tens of billions of dollars not to invest in their businesses or hire employees, but to purchase Bitcoin and more obscure cryptocurrencies. Of course, Wall Street's going to paint it like this. A Japanese hotel operating in that was weird. They are all plowing cash into tokens, helping to send all kinds of digital currencies to record levels. This is the stat I wanted to talk about here. Since June 1st, 98 companies have announced plans to raise over $43 billion to buy Bitcoin and other cryptos. All right. Now we're starting to see things like this, guys. We're not talking about Bitcoin. We're not even talking about ETH at this point. Cryptocurrencies like Sui are getting this much attention, so much so that people are putting $500 million basically to start a treasury strategy with Sui. Again, people are calling Sui the Solana of this generation, of this bull market, of this cycle. I'm going to stop sharing my screen real quick, and I'm going to share one other thing real quick. We're going to take at the Sui's charts real quick. Wanted to take a look at Sui's charts. I don't even know. Let's go here. And it's not even here. So I'm going to pull up Sui's chart real fast. Just want to take a quick peek at what it's doing. ETH is up 57% on the year, something like that. I want to see Sui's performance compared to ETHs and Bitcoins. So we'll take a look at that. Don't look at my transactions, guys. Sorry about that. So we looked at these charts earlier on in the morning here. Bitcoin's roughly up 76% on the year. On the month, just 9%. The past month, Ethereum is starting to outperform. So Bitcoin, 9% on the month, 70-something% on the year. My Wi-Fi is being terrible right now. If I'm lagging or coming in and out, that's why. So ETH, 55% on the month compared to Bitcoin's 9. All right, just 13% in the year. We're still climbing. So the past month, we have seen a lot of inflows into a project like ETH over a project like Bitcoin. Now let's take a look at what Sui has been doing. Sui, the past month, is up 43%. So almost in line with ETH. ETH is outpacing it. But for the year, guys, 437% for Sui so far. And we even saw a couple months ago, Sui had a hack or went down, something happened where there was money lost. There was a price depreciation because of it. But this is very strong price performance over the past year here, 438%. Now, let's go look at Solana. Because if you're going to be one of these individuals like Raoul Pal shifting from Solana to Sui, let's look. Did he make the right call? Solana's up 1% in the past year. Sui's up 438. So yeah, I think Raoul Pal made the right decision. When people say Sui could be the Solana of this bull cycle, they mean that based off of performance. We all know what Solana did in the past. Insane. $2 up to 200 something. And then again, we saw it drop all the way back down and make an insane comeback. But those gains are in the past right now. This is why certain individuals, myself included, previously, I would say Solana was probably going to outperform Cardano. But right now, ADA is going to outperform Solana in this bull cycle. I genuinely believe that, and it already has been outperforming it this year. Let's take a look at ADA. ADA on the year is up 97% compared to Solana's 1. Now, I'm not picking on Solana. I do think Solana is still a good project. I think it has way too much VC money behind it. Most of these projects are very similar in my eyes. But what separates Sui? Well, there are a couple things that separate Sui. Number one, it's former Meta engineers. So these are not a team of nobodies trying to throw something at the wall and see if it sticks. If you don't remember, Meta had their own project and all this stuff with clarity. Now that we have legislation and all this stuff, these projects are going to start having more leeway to do what they've always wanted to do business-wise because they have clarity. So if you have former Meta engineers and stuff who took basically an existing project Meta was working on already and then just put it into Sui, I mean, I think Sui has utility and it has a lot of eyes on it right now. And it very well could be the next Solana of this bull cycle. I don't think that's a stupid narrative. We're already up over 400%. Insane to me. That's insane to me. So stop sharing my screen because I don't know how that got shared. But yeah, this is the breaking story that just happened. So Sui treasury strategy. I think we're going to start seeing a lot more of these. I've also heard of a Doge one. I forget who filed that. XRP. Might even a Hedera, Algo, one of those. I forget who it was. But this is just it, guys. Since June 1st, 98 companies have announced plans to raise over $43 billion to buy Bitcoin and other currencies. So it's not just Bitcoin anymore that we're seeing Sui treasury strategies. Okay, let's move on real quick. Want to play a quick video of Michael Saylor just discussing this. Michael Saylor just said he thinks Bitcoin is going to be the #1 asset over the next 48 months. So what does that mean? That means that at some point, Bitcoin is going to be a bigger asset than gold. Do we really believe that? I don't know. But Michael Saylor something that we don't.
It's become the eighth largest asset in the world. It's about to become the largest asset in the world in the next 48 months. The largest asset in the world in the next 48 months.
Okay, so if it's going to be the largest asset in the world over the next 48 months, who do we need to pass? This is a little bit outdated because we are now over 2 trillion. We are bigger than gold. We passed Amazon. So we're coming for Google, Nvidia, Microsoft, Apple, and gold. Now we're over 2 trillion. We're at like 2.3 trillion right now, I believe, something like that. So we're going to be passing. Did we pass Google already? Alphabet? I mean, Nvidia is insane. This is old. I don't know how old this graph is, but these are all higher at this point. I know Nvidia is over 4 trillion, I think, at this point. But these are the individuals that Bitcoin is coming for. In 16 years, guys, they're bigger than Saudi oil. Insane. Bigger than silver. So we're coming for gold. And Michael Saylor tends to think that it could be over the next 48 months we'll make that jump up there. It's $19 trillion market cap. Higher now, but that is absolutely insane, guys. Chat, let me know what you think. If you think Bitcoin could be the biggest asset over the next 48 months, bigger than Alphabet, bigger than Amazon, bigger than Microsoft. You know, it's Michael Saylor, so like it is what it is. Bro's more bullish than anybody I've ever seen before, but you know, there are certain things where, I mean, if dude if he's really this big on it, then I don't know. Maybe he's got something here. Maybe you know something that we don't. Last two things, just want to show real quick. How are we going to get here with adoption of more of these cryptos, right? Well, stablecoins are a big player. MasterCard just made a statement saying he's not worried, the CEO, he's not worried about stablecoins because it seems like they're used more for, you know, purchases like this with a fund of brokerage account as opposed to everyday purchases, like buying a coffee. Well, I think he should be a little scared because I'm someone who does buy coffee with USDC. And now that it's becoming more popular and there's legislation and law behind it, it's going to become more popular. So is it going to take over every retail transaction right away? No. So I do understand what the MasterCard CEO is saying, but he should have concern in the back of his mind. Maybe he's playing it cool. I mean, come on, bro. Look at this. Financial giant Interactive Brokers considers allowing crypto stablecoin funding for brokerage accounts. Again, stablecoin market capitalization is skyrocketing, going parabolic. Let's look at this. We're close to 250 billion now. Tether is minting $1 billion more they just did, right? And they're announcing a stablecoin US based that's going to essentially rival USDC. Stables are becoming huge. Over 50% are being built on ETH. There's way too much bullish things to focus on. All right, and this is what we're looking at here. Stablecoins are shaking the game up. They might be the reason why your bags pump here soon because they're bringing billions of dollars of inflows into cryptocurrencies. Michael Saylor's making an insane claim. 98 companies everywhere are just deciding to take up treasury strategies. Bitcoin to come on and talk to you guys about this. Is a big project with big holders, a good community. So chat, if you are a Sui holder, let me know. Appreciate you guys for tuning in on X and on YouTube. This has been our second live stream of the day, so stick with us. We're always coming here with breaking news. If you guys want to stay up to date with news like this, make sure to sub. If you did sub to us already, we love you. We appreciate you. Once again, this is the CoinZone. My name is Crypto with Paul. See you again soon for another live stream. Take care.